Oh, good afternoon, guys. It's gray here today. Of course, I start out with bugs and birds. Bugs I don't need and birds I don't want. No, you're a worm, but you're the wrong kind of worm. Let's turn on my light so I'm not quite as lit up by just my TV. Oh, here we go. Here's a Weedle. Hopefully today we'll get this. Excuse me. It's nice and cool out today. Why is my count... What? Did I break my chain? I broke my chain and didn't notice. How did I catch a Caterpie yesterday and just not notice? That's twice. This Weedle hunt is bogus. I'm about to go try and hatch an egg instead. This is the third time now I've had to do this chain. Can't believe that. Oh, I'm mad. Maybe not mad, disappointed. It would have been at the end of stream yesterday, too. No, I don't need another shiny of you. Yeah, rip to chain number 2. I guess at least it wasn't a Pidgey for once. How I caught a Caterpie though and didn't notice it all. Apparently no one else noticed either because no one said anything. Oh well. It happens. I just hate it because Weedle seems to be a rarer spawn in this game, so it takes a little bit longer to build the chain back up. You can do a Caterpie or a Pidgey one in like 15 minutes, but the Weedle tends to take about 20 or 30. Also, good morning, Ephraim. Or good afternoon, if it's afternoon where you live. Come on, where's my next Weedle? Oh, nice! I've got to do that, well, not for Giratina. I have him from an event, actually, but, whatever legendary I end up hunting, however I end up hunting it, will be my first legendary that wasn't traded to me or wasn't from an event as well. Which it will probably be one of the legendary birds. Because I am thinking about restarting my game after I get all the shinies I need, you know, in it now. And, reset hunting for the 2 legendary birds I need, and then Mewtwo. I have so many Weedle. But I gotta get through all the basic Pokemon in Let's Go first. If you've ever managed this Weedle, good luck with your resetting though. Hopefully you don't go over odds. And if you do, hopefully you don't go too far over odds. Birds! Birds! Go away, birds. I don't need you. I had a dude in here last summer or last fall. I don't quite remember when the last time he popped in chat was. Who was shiny hunting the Reggies. I don't remember which one he was doing, but he'd gotten one of them and had moved on to, I want to say Reggie Ice maybe? I wonder if he ever got it. Of course, I gotta do them and Reggie Gigas and Reggie Lecky. I gotta do all the Reggies, I think. He is a very nice shiny. That is completely understandable. Oh, well, psh. Yeah, my favorite legendary is Lugia. And I actually got him shiny in a trade because someone wanted just a regular one, I think. And didn't want to have to, like, replay through Heart Gold. Because I got it, like, a while ago, back when I think X and Y were the newest games. So I had a bunch of extra legendaries from where events ran through, like, multiple games. Did you get the shiny Rayquaza from the 5-star raids? Yeah, Ho-Oh's not too bad, but I don't know, I feel like they should have made him more colorful instead of going for kind of just warm colors. It's always made me kind of mad that he isn't actually 7 different colors. But also, to be fair, part of Lugia's cool factor, I think, is that he got his own movie. That's fair. I count them, just kind of personally. I mean, you know, because in some cases there's no other way to get them. And in some cases, I've had some of these legendaries since, what is it? When was the Shiny Giratina events? Gen 5, I think? Of course, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be the original trainer of, like, as many shiny legendaries as you can. To be fair, we don't actually get a lot of shiny legendary events now. I figure our next ones will be, you know, Crydon and Miraidon. But, there's no telling if we'll get, Ogerpon or Tropicos. Because we don't exactly have a third legendary in, Scarlet and Violet to complete the trio. It'll be interesting to see how they do those. Well, it makes a bit more sense, you know, in Scarlet and Violet because the other Crydon and Miraidon is literally actually part of the game because you battle it. But yeah, it sucks that they've shiny locked every single legendary in that game. I was looking forward to being able to hunt the horses. I can hunt like the Swords of Justice and stuff in my copy of Shield because I have them all. And then of course you can hunt a bunch of the other legendaries as well in the Dynamax Adventures and Remnus Park. Oh, here we go. I'm still sad that they decided to make all the future Paradox shinies chrome. I feel like Squidward in that one episode of SpongeBob. Everything in the future is made of chrome. Ancient leaf slug. Yeah, it would be fun if their event for them was, instead of giving us a code for the shinies, would be to let us shiny hunt it. Or, I wouldn't complain if they went, you know what, let's make this a raid. And do it like the Rayquaza raids, except make it 7-star. I was so sad we couldn't shiny hunt the Paradox beasts. I wanted my shiny dinosaurs. But yeah, hunting the treasures of Ruin would have been nice. Honestly, I can understand doing it for the first year or two, but after that point, it's like, undo the shiny lock and let people hunt them. Like me, I can understand, you know, why they shiny lock the starters now. And it's not that you can't hunt them, it's just that you have to wait to do it. I hatched all 9 Paldea starters in, I want to say about 2.5 weeks. Yeah, the Treasures of Ruin are pretty good. The big deer dude's a little dorky, but he's okay. Looking out the window, honey. But no, I feel like shiny locks in games are something they should undo when like the next generational game comes out. And when I say generational games, I don't mean like a remake or Legends. I mean like unlock the Gen 9 shinies when Generation 10 comes out. But that is completely up to Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, I guess. I don't know quite who has say so in that situation. Oh, dang you. Exactly. Well, I imagine like the Cridons and Maridons would be shiny locked because they are kind of they're in cutscenes. You know, they have the special scenes they do, like where it picks you up and jumps to the top of the cave and whatnot. It makes sense to not want to have to do the extra animations for that, even just for the recolor. But yeah, the treasures of ruin and stuff, let people shiny hunt those. But I look at it this way, we do have a couple games where we can hunt shinies, so I can't complain too much. I gotta rebeat Brilliant Diamond at some point so I can shiny hunt for Arceus in it. There we go. I'm looking forward to seeing if we get another gimmick like Alpha Pokemon in the next Legends game. I actually wouldn't complain at all if they just wanted to bring Alpha Pokemon back. They need to do more fun stuff like that. Because I remember how excited people were to have a new kind of shiny to hunt. Of course, to be fair, they have sizes in these games and stuff too, but getting a shiny alpha kind of hits different. Hi, G Ranch. No, their shinies really are fire. They're really good. Blame whichever person started shiny locking Pokemon in Gen 5. I don't quite remember who it was that made that decision. Oh, what am I up to? 25? Okay, almost back to proper chain. I hate that they shiny locked type Null in Sword and Shield. Because that means I have to rebeat my copy of Pokemon Moon, or just beat my niece's copy of Sun. I don't think she ever finished, and reset for 2 shiny type Knolls, so I can get a shiny Savali as well. And I don't have the thing you put in and so I can stream it. I'm working towards a shiny dex. Just a basic shiny dex. No like forms or anything, unless they're like a huge difference. So not like gender difference forms, but like Rotom form kind of forms. Loki the Feebas, that's lovely. But just doing a basic shiny living dex. Because I got to the point with shiny hunting where it was like, oh, well, I'm gonna catch all the new Pokemon shiny, and then it was like, why not just keep going? So here I am, working through the rest of Gen 1, except for Pinsir, which should be in Legends ZA, so I want to hunt it there. And plus I don't have Pinsir in this version. Ooh, nice! My last shiny in Pokemon Go was either a cast form or a Ghastly. I don't remember which one because this was like 5 years ago. When I was staying with a friend who lived in a much more Pokemon Go friendly area. Oh, there we go. Oh. I think that's about the only shinies I've gotten in Pokemon Home. I've gotten like 2 cast form and a Ghastly. Yeah, congratulations. Shiny Scissor's pretty nice. I kind of hate that he's green. But, he's pretty good. Ooh, also nice. Shiny Titan is a banger. I love that they changed him into Orca colors. I think I still have the shiny Citadel and stuff, outbreaks going in my other games. The boosted odd ones. Are they still going? I know the Rayquaza raids end tomorrow morning sometime. Hi, Caterpie. You sound like Shiny Catherine in her hunts for max size and mini size shinies. Excuse me, I don't need you. Hello, Nico. Fingers itch. I think it's the cold air. Oop. It's not winding my Joy-Con cord around my headset cable. That would be a disaster. Alright, almost back up to chain numbers. No, I don't need you. What are you doing? Hey, this side. It's the one game I own I can play one-handed. My cat decided he needs attention. No, this way. Hey. Over here. Yeah. Generally, if I get a bunch of extra Pokemon, I either just dump them into the Wonder Trade or do the GTS in Pokemon Home. Good sir, can I help you? Come on. Over here. You want attention, but you don't want to stay in the one side where I have a free hand I can pet you with. That Pidgey just kind of followed me. Yeah. Yeah. My annoying boy. Every day now, about 20-30 minutes before I start streaming, I have to go shake his food bowl to flatten out the food in it. I don't have to put more in or anything. I just have to go shake it. Hey, come here. This side. Come on. Well, would you at least lay down so I can see my screen? That is not laying down. That is sitting. We do this every day. Here, lay on your blanket. Well, I was petting you. You're the one who moved. You don't need my entire attention. He thinks he does, but he doesn't. Pin, I will get the squirt bottle. Well, then you're just gonna have to suffer through having 40 odd Feebas. I don't know, find a Discord group for trading and offer them to some people or something. Gonna spend the rest of my day feeling like I got your fur all over my face. I like the sauropods. It's not the Brontosaurus. It's like the one that's bigger than the Brontosaurus. I don't remember what it's called though. But then my favorite like T-Rex like dinosaur is the Allosaurus. Yes, I know. You're so unloved and mistreated. You don't get treats a couple of times a day, and you don't got a cat tree you spend 90% of your time sleeping in. I swap your ear when you attack my leg. You attention hound. You attention hound. You're ridiculous today. What? I don't remember. I just remember it being like one of the bigger sauropod types. It's been a good bit since I've sat down and watched a bunch of like dinosaur documentaries and stuff. Inside we have Stella, who's my beagle. She's laying on the bed. And then we have Pin as the cat, who's demanding my attention. And then we have two beagles outside. But those are my dad's. Well, son of a... Raptors are good. Just any form of raptors are good. Your fur all over my desk. I'll be sneezy. Because I very much grew up watching Jurassic Park, Land Before Time, another dinosaur movie I can't remember at the moment. Was it a movie or was it a show? There was another one in there somewhere that I really enjoyed watching. Citadel evolves with an ice stone, if I'm not mistaken. No. I'm sorry, Pikachu, no. If it's not a Weedle, I'm not catching it. I'm not breaking this chain again, dang it. You can just actually run around and pick up items. You'll find plenty of them generally on Glaciado Mountain, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the Pikachu's not gone yet. I'm just not catching him. If I were here and I still needed... Well, if I still needed a Pikachu for my decks, I'd get him, but I got the Pikachu line in Scarlet and Violet, so... Yeah, they're generally sparkling spots. I think they might be a raid drop as well, but I don't remember, like, which specific raids. Yeah, see, he's still over here. He should be the next one to despawn. That's twice now that I've done this. The first one was a Pidgey, and then again with Pikachu. You can also probably buy them at the Chansey stores. But generally, for most of my evolution stone needs, I just pick them up off the ground. I did a lot of running around in the desert when I was hatching eggs, just because it's one of the better spots to find, like, items and whatnot. I ended up with so many evolution stones. Really? There we go. God, I hope we get new fossil Pokemon in Gen 10. I always look forward to the new fossil Pokemon in every Pokemon game. I was so sad when we technically didn't get fossil Pokemon in this game. Because, you know, we got the past Paradox Pokemon instead, and they're kind of dinosaurs. Like, no, my fossils. A little sad that the only fossil Pokemon they had at Blueberry Academy were Craniados and Shieldon. There we go. Oh, whoops. Let's not do that. Can't complain. At least I'm still getting Weedles spawning in. So I do like that we ended up with so many of the fossils in the Crown Tundra. No, you know, no explanation for as to why they're there, but they're there. Yes, I would like a raptor-based Pokemon. We need it. We need a proper, spike-tailed dinosaur. We have Aerodactyl. And maybe like an Ankylosaurus or something? We have a... Actually, I wouldn't complain if we got a couple of more kind of water-based ones as well. Give us a Mosasaurus. Or like one of the little ancient dolphin dudes. If they really wanted to branch out into something that's not quite dinosaurs, they could go for the big sail-backed lizards that were like before dinosaurs. I need to track down that series again. Oh wait, that was Walking with Dinosaurs series, I think. They did something set, a shorter series set before the dinosaur era with some other creatures, I think. Ooh. I don't know if it'd make much sense for the back plates to be gravestones. But something like that, yeah, would be neat. Could make it a rock fire type and make the rocks on its back like volcanic rocks. Is it basalt? Basalt's what's around volcanoes, I think. Oh yeah, there's still lots of dinosaurs and stuff they can use. Like I said, I'm just sad we didn't get a dinosaur for Gen 9. We didn't get an official fossil dinosaur for Gen 9. I love the legendary beast Paradox dinosaurs so much. I was so pleased when they gave us Walking Wake and it turned out to be huge. I loved it. I would buy all 3 of those plushies if I could afford them. Actually, I need to look into the I think they have figures of them which are a lot cheaper than the $45 I think the Pokemon Center wants for the plush. Okay, don't need a Caterpie. And the Pikachu has despawned. It probably despawned 5 or 6 Pokemon ago. I would love it though if we would get a generation that was a little fossil heavy. Because, I mean, the most we generally have 4 fossils at a time, and that's just, you know, the evolutionary lines. Except for Gen 1 where we had 5 because we had Aerodactyl as well. I'd like to see one where we got like 4 separate fossils, and then each one had an evolution. So we would get 8 altogether. Or maybe fossil Pokemon with split evolutions would be kind of fun. Would love to see one that made a reference to the one dinosaur with like the really huge claws, and the fact that it started out as a carnivore but it later evolved into an herbivore, I think. I'd love to see one that would be a reference to that. I'm gonna have to watch dinosaur documentaries after I stream today. They have what is it? When Dinosaurs Roamed America on YouTube. Actually, I need to watch the 2nd season of Prehistoric Planet. I never did quite get around to doing it. My dad used to roll his eyes and laugh at me when he'd come home and I'd be watching dinosaur documentaries on TV. I'm gonna say that the lie is the Giratina, because it is completely possible that you found a shiny Alpha Carnivine, because good lord, I found a lot of shiny Carnivine. And honestly, venomous snakes are a thing. I've never quite come across a heavily venomous one, but I do live in the south, so we get plenty of like rattlesnakes and coppermouths and stuff. But mostly we get king snakes and black snakes around my house, which aren't venomous. We leave them alone because they eat rodents. We had a king snake that lived in our garage for like 4 years. We'd watch him go in and out, just a hole in the wall, because our garage is kind of old. Like, oh, there he goes. He scared the crap out of all our roosters once. Ain't nothing funnier than this, watching a bunch of roosters run out of a shed because a snake's in there. We don't have them anymore. This was several years ago. I played pirate for a little bit. Go movies, I think? I don't quite remember. They had it on another channel as well. I just don't remember which other channel it was. There are a few websites you can find them on where, like, they do, I don't quite know if it's pirating because they do commercials and stuff. I don't remember that. I want to say it's Go Movies or something. You'll get Giratina. It just takes time. Trust me, it took me the better part of a month to finish my alpha living decks because I had to do distortions for alpha Cranidos, Shieldon, and Bastiodon. So it just takes time. It is a downside to having to do a reset encounter and you only have one console. No, I'm not certain the site I watched it on actually counts because it does actually seem to be sponsored somehow. No, by all means, go pirate a movie. I don't care. How do you think I watch anime? Yeah. But you can find good documentaries on YouTube and stuff on occasion. That's actually how I watched Planet Dinosaur, was someone had the entire series uploaded to YouTube. And then, of course, you know, like a month and a half after I found it, they took it down. I mean, it's not any worse than that one time someone uploaded, like, the entire Frozen movie to YouTube. And I think it was up for, like, 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, honestly, your best bet for dinosaur documentaries might be, what is it, Curiosity Stream? I think. I've never checked it out personally, but it's kind of a science-y streaming service, and I think they have a lot of documentaries and stuff on there. I'm excited for the new season of Walking with Dinosaurs. I think it's later this year. So that should be fun. Though I will give a Prehistoric Planet this. They got Hans Zimmerman to do the music, and he's just wonderful. I know, I had a point back when the Walking with Dinosaurs show was a thing. I don't know if it's a thing anymore, but when it first started going around, you know, the US, I was actually going to get tickets for my birthday, and then when I finally managed to check for them, and because I had the money for them, they'd sold out. Yeah, that happens. Catch this next Weedle. I mean, all of those are reasonable things. I'm gonna guess Zoroark might be the lie. Because he was only available the one time. And it was an event through Pokemon Home. Hi, James. It's good to see you. Did you get all your quality sprinklers for your farm? Oh, nice. 5's not a bad start. Five is pretty good. That's 40 less crops you have to water. Come on, can I have my neck? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I might play some Stardew Valley next week. Depending on if I get this Weedle today. Because I'm getting a wisdom tooth pulled next week and I don't know how much I'll be up to streaming. Come on, I need... Oh, that's a Kakuna. Close, but not quite. Can I have my shiny bug, please? Generally they're in the bigger towns. There's like 2 in Mesa Goza. There is... What does this Weedle have against me? This is the 3rd time. The 3rd time. I didn't have any trouble with Pidgey or Caterpie. But so far, every shiny I've gotten doing this Weedle hunt, it's been a different Pokemon. But there's 1 in Mesa Goza. Or, well, probably 2 in Mesa Goza. Levincia. The town where you fight the water gym leader. I'm not breaking my chain for you, dude. I'm not doing it. Can't believe that. That's 2 shinies today, neither of which are the ones I needed. I got on this morning and had to rebuild my chain because I caught a Caterpie yesterday and didn't notice it. Dang it. But the Chansey stores are typically in the bigger towns. If you go to Mesa Goza and go towards the gate that leads out to the area where the bug type gym is, there's a Chansey store literally right next to the gate. Dang it. Excuse me. No, you're welcome. I could have been finished with this hunt 3 minutes ago, but no. Stupid Bulbasaur. If this happens again, I'm unlocking my Switch and I'm giving up for the day. Good Lord. Still can't believe that. Watch it be a Caterpie next. Generally you have to have 10? The quality of the items you give them affects friendship. If it's a better quality item, they get more points. And also, liked items give you more points as well. But, you have to give them a bouquet, which you can buy at Pierre's. And then after that, you can go get a mermaid pendant literally the first day it rains, and like propose to them the next day. I've done that before. I think the first time I played, I was courting Elliot, and I got enough hearts with him on a rainy day. So we started going out, and then we got engaged on like the same day. Stardew Valley's fun. I don't play it near as much as I would kind of like to. Hi, Bulbasaur. Hi, Pidgey. Oh, here we go. I've really been wanting to play Stardew Farm with 3 other people. Because I know you can go and actually change it to where you can have like 8 people to play, but 4 seems like a good number. Well, it takes a bit of getting used to when it's your first time playing it. There's always a little bit of that first game rush. Generally, by the time you start a second farm, you're a bit more put together because you're used to everything. Like I told you the other day, nobody does wonderfully their first year, their first farm. And it tends to take till about the end of year 2, beginning of year 3 for you to start turning a really good profit. Because by then, you know, you've got all your sprinklers, you have kegs and honey and the things that make jelly, preservers, and all the little artisan craft stuff. And you're actually starting to produce more than you really need. But yeah, don't worry about missing things, because you can do them the next year. Or if you're really interested in doing it, you know, the first time around, you can always restart your day, because your game does save at the end of every day. I might do that if I lose to Abigail in the first Easter egg hunt, because I want the straw hat. No, I don't need you. I still don't need you. You're a sign of what's to come when I finally get to Chansey's, aren't you? There are some pretty good, like I said, there's some pretty good guides out there on YouTube, and if you'll look it up, you can find calendars and stuff that will tell you like the first the last days you can plant certain crops and stuff, so you don't like harvest a crop and accidentally plant more and waste seeds. Then there are charts that will tell you when and where you can catch fish. I still owe Gus a lingcod in my multiplayer game with Gil. Oh, yeah, oh no, that is a valid reason for a reset. That is a completely valid reason for oops. I've done that before. I don't remember what item it was for, but I've done it before. I saw a story once where this chick was playing and she finally managed to save up money for a really good sword. And she died that day in the mines, and it was one of the things she dropped. And that was before the retrieval system. They were so mad. Hey, seriously, I don't need any more Bulbasaur. Thank you for the grassy babies, but no. Oh. Whew. And they both found themselves a spot on the bed to curl up and nap. Stella was mad because when I got home earlier, I wouldn't take her out on a WALK because it's cold outside. And I had to raise my voice at her to actually get her to go outside, though. She's 8 or 9, so I think she might be losing a little bit of her hearing. But it's like the firm name call, and she's slumped over like she'd done something wrong. It's like, quit that. It's like, you want to go outside, I'm gonna put you outside for a minute. She came back inside and went and sat in front of the stove. Whew. So many Weedles. Can I have a sparkly worm yet, please? Saw a TikTok video the other day. Oh, no, it was a YouTube short. A friend shared it with me, and an artist went through. Oh, congratulations! But an artist went through and did various dragon apple food forms for the Applin line and based them all off of different dragons. It was neat. Shiny Titan is nice, right? Oh. yes, congratulations. And like I said, Titan's a really good shiny Pokemon. Oh, I need to check my candies. It doubles the points you get. So, if you have the right amount of points, yes, you can actually get like 2 or 3 hearts. Yeah, I think I need to go sell some candies real fast. Cause I want to say it was me or Gil, the friend I have a co-op farm with, gave the wizard wine on his birthday, and we ended up with like 2 or 3 hearts. But that might have been more because we didn't have any hearts with him yet. James, who are you marrying? Like out of general curiosity, my go-to options tend to be Elliot and Leah. Who are you wooing, James? Alex? Ah, nice. My friend married Penny because she wanted to get her out of Pam's house. which is fair. Alright, let's restock Pokeballs a bit. How am I doing on Premier Balls? Oh, not bad. There's a small dumb part of me that really wants to get to 999 on Premier Balls as well, even though I literally only need 30 odd of them. Yeah. Yeah, he is a bit crotchety, isn't he? They make me think of Eustace and Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Her Grandma Evelyn's sweet as can be, but Grandpa's kind of mean. So many Weedle. Seriously though, can one of you guys just be sparkly already? I've broken this dumb chain twice. And encountered 3 other different shinies. Ooh, Fable leveled up. Nice. Well, the only one left in the 80s is my Aerodactyl. If you go a little past the mine, there is a house. It is closed during the earlier part of the day, but it is open during the evenings. Marlon is there. No problem. If you go a little further down, you'll find the bridge you can unlock by doing the Junimo quests. I think it's by finishing the forging quest. You gotta get out the pantry. Because the basement one, I think, is minecarts. Oh, excuse me. Here we go. New Weedle. Expending hearts can be useful. Don't worry about it as much in the first year. Unless you're, you're wanting to marry him. I generally don't even start giving my love interest in Stardew Valley gifts until like the second year at least. But generally you get like you get crafting recipes and a few food recipes from characters. And on occasion they'll send you like extra batteries, or Linus will send you fish or stuff he found foraging. I want to say Gus sends you pizza on occasion. So there are benefits to it, but they are not so game changing that you just have to have everybody at 10 hearts within like the first 2 years. Yep. I think every character has maybe like 2 or 3 recipes they give you as you level up your friendship. Of course, I can't say nothing. I don't have every single person leveled up to 10 hearts on any of my games. I think I'm about a third of the way through in my Riverlands place farm. But also keep an eye on the bulletin board, because sometimes when you do the quests that show up there, you get a friendship as a reward. That's actually how I got most of my friendships up at first, was doing quests because I needed the money. Almost back up to 100. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, am I in one of those spots where every other thing is gonna spawn before? There we go. had a good laugh. My dad's started watching these little kind of soap opera shorts in like Japanese and Chinese and stuff. He's like, I'm just reading subtitles. Like, yes, Dad, I know how this works. Like, I watch most of my anime in Japanese. Alright, 100 Weedle in. Oh, Stella, I don't remember if I've got my bag back in here or not. Got my phone in it. A tiny metapod. There we go. There's a Weedle. I'm gonna hit 600 catches today. I don't like it when they spawn in that lower area of grass. They're harder to see. Hi, Eternal. Hope your day's going good. Hope you're staying warm if you live in a cooler spot. Alright, just keep giving me Weedle, even if it is one at a time. Whew. Alright, another Weedle. The inside of my ear itches. I got luck. I don't know if my nail's long enough to. Oh. Hate it when that spot gets itchy. And the little kind of, I can't call it a dip, the part where your ear narrows for your ear canal. Like the edge of it is itchy. I did that and unbalanced my headphones. You're a metapod? Thankfully you weren't shiny. Another Bulbasaur. I have become off-centered again. There we go. Of course, that's more my chair sliding around than my camera moving. Really? There we go, much better. Really? Come on, Weedle. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. Nothing new spawned in that was shiny that wasn't a Weedle. I'm still betting that my next one will probably be a shiny Caterpie. Because, I gotta run the entire gauntlet of things that can spawn in the Viridian Forest before I get my shiny Weedle. Guys, according to my dad's girlfriend's dad, we might get snow tomorrow. Which is funny because my phone says we might get snow Monday. Of course, we're also supposed to get the Arctic blast, and I don't know. My phone's showing a day in the 50s next week, and it's like, are we certain about this? Get some good cold weather. It's good sleep-in kind of weather. I can go for shiny number 3 today. Weedle, I didn't expect you to give me the most trouble. I guess I probably can't say that though until he hits like 700 encounters. So I think that one Pidgey a couple weeks ago took me almost 800. Hi, Metapod. Come on. I need a Weedle. Preferably over here. Oh, there we go. Did you get the crop fairy? Nice. She comes and grows some of your crops for you so you can harvest them. be two of the more common nighttime events. Oh, nice! Of course, to be fair, corn is a two-season crop, so once you grow it in summer, you don't have to worry about growing it again in fall. It won't die. Whew. Congratulations. It's always a nice feeling when you get the crop fairy. Well, at least neither of them were shiny. Come on, right, there we go. Oh, nice. Good luck. Don't poison the governor. I might have once or twice on accident. Actually, I can't say nothing. I told my friend about being able to put the mare's shorts in the soup pot. So one year for the festival, we put the mare's shorts in the soup pot. He must not have died from it though, because he was back the next year. You'd think he'd have learned his lesson. But don't be too surprised if you get a May level reaction, because you generally actually do gotta stick like a fairly high quality food into the pot. Yeah, unless you're in co-op, you're gonna get rejected in the dance. You don't have enough time to have anybody up enough hearts to say yes. But of course, to be fair, when it's your first year, you know, you're still a stranger to the people. But the festivals are a good way to like go around and talk to everybody. That's like literally what I used the first one for, is to go around and say hi to everybody. Because it's easier than just tracking everybody down at first. Possibly. But it's probably something you gotta get lucky on, like rush a crop or two to grow. Really? Yeah, the dance is okay to skip. Don't ever skip the egg festival, because until you get seed makers, it is the only way to get strawberry seeds. And strawberries make you pretty good money. really remember. Honestly, usually I skip the potluck on the beach. Not always. Like, I'll go down there at least once or twice to buy whatever items Pierre is selling. But I don't overly worry about impressing the governor. You don't really get anything for it. Look, you gotta do it at least in one farm, okay? Because I want to know how big the governor's spoon is that apparently he scoops them up. Also, it's just funny. It's all sorts of funny that you can stick the mayor's pants in the potluck soup. You're okay. It doesn't affect your friendship with him. Look through enough bins and you'll get a hat for it. But no, if you're caught looking through a garbage bin, it doesn't decrease your friendship. You don't gotta worry about it. Mostly you just get an ooh and then the characters move on. Really? Here we go, much better. Penny's about to level up again. Yay! The Elite Four falls a little bit faster every time I shiny hunt. Of course, to be fair, I don't think anything Agatha threw at my Ninetales phased it. If anybody's ever dual hunted in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I mean, it seems like it would probably be possible, but it doesn't seem like it'd go very well. Because, you know, I've seen the people who get the 2 switch setups to soft reset for a legendary. And then there's always the people during one of PM7's things that end up with like 10 DSs to hunt on. So people, if you can manage to afford like 10 DSs, good for you. Let alone 10 DSs you can somehow record at one time. I think my team in this game is the only team I have that isn't all level 100. Like, generally that is one of the first things I do after I beat a game is get all my Pokemon up to level 100. Of course, you kind of can't exactly run around and battle Pokemon in this to do it. Oh. How are we doing on candies? Okay, not quite to the selling point yet. Whew. Oh, there we go. Hiding along the tall grass. Just about every time now. That's fine. Let's despawn the bird. Oh. Nice. Yeah, that happens. That happens. I get jump scared by it on occasion, and I know it happens. Lightning, no. On occasion, like on a rare occasion, you might have lightning strike a tree, but it doesn't generally get your crops. Your big worries for crops are crows or overwatering. Also, if you get a, yes. What are we wanting to do for dinner? Okay. Alright, give me just a minute. Alright guys, I gotta run to the store, which means stream's cutting short today. I'll be back Monday, continuing this. So I hope the rest of your guys' day goes good, and I'll see you Monday. Bye bye.